So if you guys didn't know, I am a huge fan of Saints Row, dating back to the OG ones on the 360. In my opinion, the game has turned from a wacky GTA clone to whatever the hell this is. The franchise peaked for me with 2, but 3 was also not really a bad game per se, but it's that writing on the wall where you know things are changing and you know they're going in a different direction than what you initially enjoyed about the game. Saints Row is returning in 2022, specifically on August 23rd. More and more gameplay is coming out, and while the game looks wacky and zany, it's also drawing a lot of criticism. So I want to talk about it all here in this video, but before we do that, a word from today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, the free-to-play battle royale game based on the tabletop franchise as part of the larger World of Darkness series. If you guys haven't seen Blood Hunt, there are videos on this channel as well as my second channel showing off the gameplay in its entirety. But they just added a new 8v8 team deathmatch mode where 4 duo teams are fighting for dominance over 5 sections of the Prague map. So if you're brand new to the game, consider jumping in there to hone your skills, kind of get used to the combat, as well as the traversal in the game. That's a big part of the game. The environments, you can scale buildings, climb everywhere. It's kind of insane. The new update also brings along a summer pass for purchase with over 100 items for all of your summer game needs. There's a new content creator program as well to sign up for, and you can get connected within their Discord with lore channels, feedback spots, and just a direct line of contact for the developers. Blood Hunt is free to play on PC and PS5, with this new update bringing even more improvements to gamepad support. So if you're not a fan of mouse and keyboards, you can get your stick sweaty to your heart's content. You can download the game for free using the link in the description. Big thank you to Blood Hunt and Shark Mob for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. So IGN just dropped a look at the insurance fraud mode, and if you're a fan of the series, this is definitely a welcomed return. I loved it in Saints 2, and it looks even crazier here. The vehicles now blow up, which stops all the cheese that we did back in the day when you would just like find a truck and just keep bouncing off of it to rack up the money. I guess they stopped that. They didn't want you to cheese it, and it looks insane. Now, the good thing about the original 2 is the game was still a bit grounded and not so superhero-y, which means the crazy moments were a lot more memorable. The reboot looks like it's a nice balance between 2 and 3, which to me is about as good as it can get at this point, and it's welcomed over the crazy shit that we got with 4. Now, a lot of criticism has been levied towards the game due to its leaning towards that woke agenda and pandering to an audience that wasn't really around when the original games came out. A lot of that criticism is thrown towards the characters who seem to be ripped straight out of a liberal college campus and is definitely a departure from the gangster style that we found in the originals. And to me, it definitely looks like a blend of Watch Dogs 2 and Saints Row, which I'm not sure how I feel about, but I'm willing to give it a shot regardless. The game looks good visually to me as well. It's definitely the best looking Saints Row that we've ever seen, which, I mean, yeah, at this point it's to be expected. I just hope we get to see things like the Dominator 6-foot dildo and other crazy sexual innuendos and references that we got in the originals. I just don't know if today's market is open to having a game like that, which fucking sucks. I hope I'm wrong though, because to me, as a kid growing up, that's what made Saints Row awesome. The biggest thing for me is being able to play this game that looks this fun and this crazy in drop in and drop out co-op. My girl and I are definitely going to be streaming this together and playing through the game. So at the very least, drop by a stream, see how we're enjoying it, and then at least you guys will know our honest thoughts on day 1 when this game comes out. Now, I was watching the exclusive gameplay recap. I guess Game Informer had like an exclusive hands-on with the game late last year, specifically with that co-op. If someone's in my world and completes a late game mission and then returns to their game, when they get to that mission in their storyline, the game actually remembers and doesn't make them replay it again, which is totally fucking awesome. It takes drop in, drop out co-op to a whole new level. They also have features that allow you to customize the city itself. So you're able to build out the city by greenlighting criminal ventures, and you can actually pick empty lots in the city that I think you have to earn in game, and then you can set up criminal organizations around the city. So everybody's world is going to be different. It actually reminds me a lot of how Mafia 3 did their criminal ventures, where you could go in and break up rackets, and then you actually unlock that area to start earning more money. This is just a whole other bigger ramped up version of that. And that's one of the only things that I did like about Mafia 3. So this system sounds awesome. Now it's weird because I also see a lot of criticism about the magenta style of this game. We have gone through an entire decade of games that look exactly like Saints Row is now. And I think at this point, a lot of people are tired of it. And I'm sitting here thinking, this is Saints Row. This is what Saints Row looked like back on the 360. This is what I've been waiting for. But at the same time, I understand why people are burnt out of seeing the same old colors, that wacky, zany, over the top, Watch Dogs, fucking pretty much anything from Ubisoft. This game looks like it fits within that catalog, and I get why people are sick of it. But at the same time, for me, this is the game that was so far ahead of the magenta timeline that it was its own game. And then we had an entire industry kind of circle and encapsulate around it. And I think personally for me at this point, guys, I am just so burnt out from playing the same old games that we've been playing year in and year out. This summer is so dry with shooters that I think I'm just really looking forward to jumping in and playing something a little bit more casual and just have fun. I think with Saints Row, I am going to jump in, and I think I can overlook some of the wokeness, and I'm not really going to focus as much on the story. I know we don't have Johnny Gat this time around, at least that's what the devs say. A little disappointed at that. It's a fresh start for Saints Row, and a lot of people hate when companies and games do this. For me, I'm looking forward to playing it just because it looks really, really fun, and I need something to get me through to Modern Warfare. So on August 23rd, I am going to be playing this game. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit nervous. I really hope that the servers, or however the matchmaking and the grouping system, I just hope that all works at launch, because if we have another fucking disaster in the AAA space, it's gonna break my fucking heart, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm cautiously optimistic because it is a full price AAA game, and you guys know how those have been going lately. I hope it turns out well. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I was a big fan of Saints Row. Me and my buddy, we played through Saints Row 1, Saints Row 2, 3, we hated 4, but we almost beat, I think we beat Saints Row 100%. And if not, we were in like the 99th percentile. We played the absolute shit out of it. And then once we got to Saints Row 4, we realized that the biggest thing that we enjoyed about it, which was the vehicle customization and stealing cars, and that wacky Grand Theft Auto-ness came through in the old games, but in Saints Row 4, it was useless. You just flew around the city like Spider-Man. It's like, okay, everything that we liked about the originals was just gone. And even the devs have come out and said that they're trying to strike a balance between 2 and 3. And for everybody who has either played the game or seen gameplay behind closed doors, they say that they're absolutely nailing that vibe. And I couldn't be more happy that we're starting to see the real back in that crazy over-the-top shit. As always, I want to know what you guys think down below. Leave a comment. I know a lot of you guys were critical of the trailer when it first came out. We streamed, I think it was the Game Awards, and a lot of people in chat were shitting all over it. I want to know what you guys think down below. If you guys liked the video, leave a like on it, a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe for more content just like this. I'm really excited for Saints Row, and that kind of scares me because every time I get excited for something, it fucking shits the bed. So we'll see what happens come August 23rd. My name is Big Fry. Stay happy, guys. Stay smiling. And I'll see you on the next one.